And it goes over to the Lady Yellow Jackets. 5:11 left in the first quarter. Game tied at 3. Live stream is on. We got fans watching down in White County, down at Harding Academy, and fans all over Van Buren County. Shot by Reese is good. McDonald has 5. Clinton leads 5-3. Down the court quickly. That's Webb. And gets it to Fullerton in front of the Clinton bench. She'll pull up for 3. Shot long. City will run the rebound down for Harding Academy. And she gets it to Fullerton. They'll reset the offense. Corner, Sheffield, back to Okpanudo. McJunkins on her. Fullerton. Hand off to Webb. Okpanudo. Shot fake, drives the lane. Challenged by Lassiter. Layup good. Nice play by Okpanudo. Game tied at 5. Kinley Keefe for the ball to McJunkins. She'll shoot a 3 long. Rebound. Well, I think that's Lassiter. Her shot's no good. And rebound Sheffield. Harding looking to run. Down the floor to City. All the way to the basket. Layup. No good. Rebound Lassiter. And McJunkins has it into the front court. 3-on-3. McJunkins cross-court pass. Loose, but picked up by Keith. And the Yellow Jackets will reset the offense. McDonald drives off the glass. Left side good. Reese has all 7 of Clinton's points. They lead 7-5. Fullerton quickly in the front court. Pace is quick in this one. Okpanudo to Sheffield. Looking inside. McDonald on her. Keith inside on City. McDonald. Handoff Sheffield. And there'll be a bump foul, I think, on Kylie Lassiter. And that'll be the second team foul on Clinton. First foul on Lassiter. And the Academy will have it under their own basket. Sheffield to inbounds. Looking. Gets it into Okpanudo. Eva Abraham is now checked in for the Academy. Fullerton, drive, gets by McDonald. Her layup, good. Nice drive by Chloe Fullerton. And the sophomore is on the board. Game tied at 7. 2 good athletes there with McDonald and Fullerton going head-to-head. 2 speed athletes right there. McJunkins to Keith. To McDonald against this Harding Academy zone. I think the Academy and Rusty Garner would like the Yellow Jackets force them to shoot from the outside. Cross-court pass stolen by Sheffield. On the run, 2-on-1. Drops it to Fullerton. Her left-hand layup is good, and the Academy takes their second lead of the ball game now at 9-7. Jackets quickly on the other end. Layup by McDonald, no good. Follow-up by Lassiter, no good, but she's fouled. And Kylie will head to the line, shooting a pair. Seems like for the last 3 weeks, Lassiter's opened the game with a basket. Tonight she has yet to score. Kylie's first free throw is good. Rosebud on Monday night, she had her first 9 shots of the game. Lassiter's second free throw rolls in, rolls out. Harding leads 9-8. We got 2.5 left here in the first quarter. Sheffield drive, challenged by Lassiter, shot blocked. Clears it out, and the Yellow Jackets have it. McJunkins on the run to McDonald. And she'll step out, shoot a 3. No. Ball tipped away. McDonald will run it down near midcourt. The Yellow Jackets will have it and reset the offense. McJunkins to McDonald.
Oh, yes.
Standard's trying to post in the high post. Yellow Jackets going to come with a 2-post offense tonight. McDonald drive, baseline, no good. There's Lassiter, shot's no good. There's Standridge for the rebound. Keith will shoot a 3, no good. But Keith will run her own rebound down and get it out to McJunkins. Near side, McDonald. Back to McJunkins, and they'll work it around the horn. Near side, McDonald. Drops it inside. McJunkins turnaround jumper. Baseline, no good. And rebound Harding Academy. And the second foul of the game on Kylie Lassiter. That's a big one. As Kylie will hit the bench and Erica Sykes will check in. Kylie has not been in foul trouble recently. Sometimes she gets herself in trouble with fouls, but tonight she has 2 here in the first quarter. Fullerton, Akpenuto, Sheffield. Abraham with the ball in front of the Clinton bench. You can see Coach Matthew Poster watching on TV tonight. He's standing along the sideline, assisted by Tammy Johnson. Sheffield out front. Abraham trying to get open inside. Now she does. Drops it off to City. City in the corner. And back to Sheffield. 50 seconds left here in the quarter. Harding leads 9-8. Fullerton. McDonald on her. Erica Sykes in the game. She's guarding Abraham on the inside. Kinley Keith is on City. Sheffield. Akpenuto in front of the Clinton bench. Drops it in quickly to Abraham. She's double teamed. Akpenuto will shoot a three. No good. Battle for the boards. Picked up by Harding Academy. Abraham drives and she's fouled. Shot doesn't go, but she'll have a pair. Check that's City. She'll have a pair. Coming up, be the first free throws of the night for Harding Academy. It'll be the fourth team foul on Clinton. That'll go on Reese McDonald. First free throw, no good. Webb checks back in for Harding. Akpenuto checks out. Addie Neal set to check in for the Academy. She'll check in for City. City hits her second one. And the Academy now with a 10-8 lead. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. McJunkins with the basketball in the front court. 10 seconds. Still has it. 9 seconds. Gets it McDonald. Drops it inside to Sykes. Erica inside. A shot no good. And rebound Harding Academy. 2 seconds. 1 second. And they don't get a shot off. And a tight first quarter here at Yellow Jacket Arena. At the end of one period of play, it's Harding Academy 10 and Clinton 8. You listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Second quarter, Jackets trail 10-8. Reese McDonald with 7 points of the Yellow Jackets 8 in the first quarter. Kylie Laster with 2 fouls. She's on the bench. And Harding Academy has it to open the second quarter. Sheffield drives, cut off by Keith. Now a switch. Standridge on City. Shot 3 is short and out of bounds. Alexa Booher checked into the game now for Clinton. It'll be Booher, McDonald, Keith, Standridge, Sykes in the game to start this second quarter. Booher near side to Keith. Back to Booher, drives the baseline. Shot blocked by Abraham. Picked back up by Sykes. Her shot's no good. And Harding has it on the run. Webb in the front court. Gets it to Fullerton. And she'll set the offense. Sheffield drives, cut off to Webb in the lane. Shot no good, but gets her own rebound. City from the free throw line, short. And they'll have a foul. I think it's going to go on Webb on the rebound, and it is. And that'll be Harding Academy's second foul of the night. Is Katie Gifford now, the sophomore, set to check in for her first time tonight, and she'll check in for Erica Sykes in the post. Standridge and Gifford running a high-low post against this Harding Academy zone defense. McDonald on the near side to Keith, back to McDonald. Booher, cross court Looking inside. And there's Gifford. Rolls. Shot. No good. And rebound Harding Academy. Webb gets it to Fullerton. Along the sideline. Looks to drive. Nothing there. Back to Webb. Sheffield puts it on the floor. Cut off by Standridge. Now City has it. Webb back out front. Yellow Jacket tight man-to-man defense. Back to Webb. Booher on her. Coming off a screen. The left-hand shot good from about 12 feet away. Webb's first 2 points of the night. And the Academy with their biggest lead of the game now at 12-8. And then early 3-0. Standridge. McDonald, 3. Shot no good. And rebound Harding Academy. They're doing a good job on those defensive boards. No second shots for the Yellow Jackets. Webb out front. Fullerton. She'll pull up from 3 and knocks it down. And the biggest lead of the night now for Harding Academy is now 7, 15-8. Fullerton has 7. Booher shot from the corner. Good. It rattled around and went home. Booher coming off an 11-point game against Pangburn Friday night. Inside, Abraham shot no good. Second shot is good. Abraham's first 2 of the night. And the lead is now 17-11, Harding Academy. Booher to Keith. And ball stolen, saved, but it goes right to the hands of Standridge. Her layup good. Sheffield flashed for the steal, tried to save it from going out of bounds and saved it right to Standridge. A break for the Yellow Jackets and cuts the score to 17-13. 4:40 left in the first half. Battle for second place. City with the basketball to Sheffield, to Webb. Back to Sheffield. She's going to drive, and looks like Standard's going to be called for the hand check. And that'll be team foul number 5 against the Yellow Jackets. That'll be Sydney's first foul of the ball game. Kylie Lassiter checks back into the game for Clinton. Remember, she has 2 fouls. 4.5 left in the first half. 17-13 Harding Academy. Fullerton out front beyond the 3-point line. Trying to run off a screen by City. Drives the baseline. She'll pull up. Shot short. Jackets on the run. Keith to McDonald's. All the way to the basket. Her floater good. Reese McDonald's. She's got 9, and the Yellow Jackets cut the lead to 2 now. 17-15. Halfway through the second quarter. Akpanudo in the corner. Drops it inside. Back it in on Lassiter. Nothing there. Back to Akpanudo. Sheffield. Akpanudo. They throw it in again inside to Davis. Trying to back in on Lassiter. And she's going to be called for the offensive foul. Looks like she tried to wrap her offhands around Lassiter and try to hook her. And the official saw that one. The Yellow Jackets have it with a chance to tie or take the lead. Lassiter double teamed on the inside. Probably going to leave that high post open. They double team low. McDonald will pull up from 3, no good. And rebound Davis for Harding Academy. Front court, City. Akpanudo in front of the Clinton bench. Tries to drive baseline. Booher cuts her off. Sheffield will shoot a long 3. No good. There's Booher for the rebound. She's looking to run. No numbers. Still in the front court. All the way to the basket. Kicks to McDonald. Drives the lane. Floats it up. No good. And the Jackets have another chance to tie there. Can't do it. Harding Academy has it. City. Sheffield. Looking inside for Davis. Nothing there. Back to Akpanudo. And Fullerton has it. Drives baseline to Sheffield. She'll turn down a 3. Now gets it to Akpanudo. City in the corner. Keith on her. Keith, the best on-ball defender for the Yellow Jackets. And back to Aquanudo, inside to Davis, to Sheffield. Good sequence of defense by the Yellow Jackets. Nothing easy. Drop it inside to Neal. Tries to spin on Lassiter. Shot blocked. Jackets on the run. 2-on-2. McDonald to the basket over Sheffield. Layup good. And the Jackets have tied it at 17. And McDonald has 11. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Fullerton will pull up from three. Bang! Just like that. Harding Academy retakes the lead. Fullerton has 2 threes. She's got 10. It's 20-17. McDonald. Cross court to Keith. In the corner to Booher. Keith on the near side. The Jackets working around the horn against this 2-3 zone defense. And pass by Sheffield, knocked out of bounds. And she had one of those earlier, Jeff Hall.
Hey, a minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Pulled away there for just a bit, but winding down the first half. Seems like it goes quick, but a one-possession game. McJunkins to Booher. Kinley Keith is in. Erica Sykes in. Sydney Standridge in the ball game. Booher and McJunkins behind the three-point line, as well as Kinley Keith. Doing a little high-low post with Sykes. She takes the pass down along the block, turns, shoots. On the offside rebound, Sydney Standridge. She'll get around a defender, get up a shot, but it won't go. And the Wildcats going to come away with the rebound quickly, getting it down the floor. Going to drive, shot off the glass, won't go. The put back by City, a miss. Kinley Keith with the rebound, quickly to Booher. Alexis going to get across midcourt, under a minute to play. First half, get into the lane. She'll put up the shot, won't go off the rim. Apacanudo with it. She's going to turn, run down the floor. Defenders in front of her, and she'll pull up back to her teammate. On the drive, and the two-pointer is at Fullerton on the shot. 22-17, 37 seconds clock running.
Fullerton's got 12. The Yellow Jackets missed 3 golden opportunities to score on those last 2 possessions.
Booher backs up just a bit. 26 seconds. Over to Keith. Running the offense. 3-point shot by Booher. Up. This one won't go off the rim. Tipped around. And Academy with it. Fullerton. Cross midcourt. Defense in front of her. 15 seconds. Toss it back. 10 seconds. 3-point attempt. Left side. In and out. Won't go. McJunkins with rebound. A couple of seconds left. Behind midcourt. The heave will fall short. And the Harding Academy Wildcats will take a 5-point lead into the locker room here at halftime over the Clinton Lady Yellow Jackets. Got a whale of a ball game here. And glad you could be with us tonight on the radio, on the air, or if you can make it out to the arena, come on out and join us. We'll step away for a few moments. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Black Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
My colleague Jeff Hall, Ryan Jones back there at Yellow Jacket Arena. Yellow Jackets trail 22-17 at halftime here against Harding Academy. Friday night against Clinton, the Yellow Jackets already had 53 points by this time at halftime. But tonight they only have 17 of the half. Harding Academy, you can tell the strategy tonight was to pack into a zone, force Clinton try to shoot the ball from the outside, and double-team Kylie Lassiter wherever she goes. And Kylie with only 1 point in the first half. Makes she has 2 points, or 1 point, and 2 fouls here at the half. Reese McDonald leads the Jackets with 11 of Clinton's 17 points. Sydney Standards has 2. Alexa Buher has 3. The sophomore Chloe Fullerton for Harding Academy, she has 12 of their 22 here at the half. McKinney Sheffield opened the game with a 3. Eva Abraham has a pair, and Germano Aquanudo has 2 points in this one. Game already played earlier today. Pangburn 67, Riverview 37 in senior girls. That was played this afternoon at Pangburn. And Yellow Jackets, talk about the schedule. Yellow Jackets, barring weather, will travel to Riverview on Friday night. So only 2 games this week after playing, I think, 6 games in 9 days. The Yellow Jackets will only have 2 this week. It's going to be odd having some days off as the Yellow Jackets play tonight, and they'll travel to Riverview on Friday night. So still work to do in this one. We talked about it. This game is for second place in the conference. A win by Clinton would put them in a tie with Harding Academy, but the Yellow Jackets would have had 2 wins and would own the tiebreaker. Harding Academy still yet to play number 1 ranked Mountain View. And looking at the girls' standings, Mountain View 10-0 in conference play. Harding Academy 9-1, and Clinton 10-2 in conference play. Rosebud 8-4, Pangburn 5-6, Ball Knob 4-8, Cave City 3-9, Newport 1-10, and Riverview Raiders now 0-11 after today's loss. I guess I could fix Pangburn. They're now 6-6 in conference play, and so that's the standing. It's Mountain View 10-0, Harding 9-1, Clinton 10-2, Rosebud 8-4. Top 2 teams in regular season play will get an automatic bid to the district tournament. The district tournament comes up in 2 weeks, and that'll be held at Rosebud. Jeff Hall.
Yeah, kind of don't want to take coming off that winning 6 out of 7 games over the past 2 weeks. Coming off that game Friday night when arguably the Lady Yellow Jackets played their best offensive game of the season, maybe one of the best offensive games we've seen in over the course of years here at Yellow Jacket Arena. They were just unstoppable. Could have put 100 points on the board. I was talking was one of the girls after the ball game. I said, yeah, but for that mercy rule, it kind of made the game end kind of quick. Not that they needed to put that many on an opponent, but they were just scoring that well on Friday night. Just, again, almost unstoppable. And you think roll in tonight. You don't want to take this one for granted. And then trailing by 5 here at the halftime mark against a team that's 1 game up in the standings. So with just this week and next week to go. So that number 2 seed is not a guarantee at this point still with 2 weeks to go. So a lot to play for still in this one tonight. Try to come up with a win. And, again, thinking of the next 2 weeks and the games to go, who knows if the remainder of this week, this might be the last basketball game, or at least not for Friday night. We could see if the weather causes things. What's the schedule look like right now for the remainder of next week, and this week, and heading into the final week.
Well, we're heading to Riverview, barring weather, on Friday night. That'll be 3 games, I think, tipping off at 5 o'clock Friday night at Riverview and Searcy. And then the final week of the regular season, we go to Newport on Tuesday night, and then we close out the regular season here on February the 11th on Friday night, and that'll be senior night against the Rosebud Ramblers. So 2 full weeks of regular season left before we head to postseason play. Junior high district tournament, by the way, starts, I believe, Saturday. We don't have the brackets yet until Wednesday. That's going to be at Cave City. First round, I believe, starts on Saturday. Our junior girls are the district champions, and so they'll probably get a bye into later in the week. The junior boys, we don't know yet when they will play. That meeting will be held on Wednesday, and we'll know the bracket on that. But that tournament's going to be at Cave City coming up starting Saturday. But work to do here. Both teams back out on the floor. Jackets trail 22-17. In this one, they'll have the ball first. Looks like the original starting lineup on the floor for both teams. Kylie Laster only 1 point in the first half. And she needs a big second half here for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
And Clinton will open up with the first possession. The second half lob pass inside of McJunkins from McDonald. And it's going to fall off the rim, but Sydney Standard, no, that's Kylie Laster with the putback. So she pulls the Yellow Jackets within 3. That looked like the play call to start the second half for Coach Matthew Post. They earned 2. It's 22-19.
And just like that, Laster makes her presence known.
Yeah, Clinton stays in the man-to-man defense. Pass it up high to City. She's got a double team behind her, force her to kick it back out. And three-pointer attempt won't go. Last with her baseball pass by the McDonald. And what you just almost can't describe how perfect that play was
had to
from
go
Laster.
Over defender's hand and lead McDonald to the basket. What a pass!
Laster gets a steal on the baseline ahead to Standridge. She'll get it up to McDonald on the run. Off, the glass won't go, but Standridge for the follow. It's blocked, foul called, and Acapanudo, Sydney Standridge to the free throw line. A chance to take the lead. What those 2 possessions there, again, that almost looked like a football play where Laster from the free throw line threw it, like you said, perfectly over the defender for McDonald to make the catch, keep the dribble, and score with a defender on her hip. And then that play right there where Standards kind of threads it to teammate, ends up getting it back off the miss and drawing a foul. But was a fantastic fast break basketball off a miss.
Yeah, 2 great passes on the second one. We didn't get the layup, but Sydney, always hustling, was there for the putback. And she'll head to the line to shoot a pair there. But, man, wow, what a start to the second half. And Harding Academy, longtime coach Rusty Garner, quickly takes a timeout, trying to stop the momentum here. And he's assisted by Eric Wallace. And we come back to play. Sydney Standridge will have a pair of free throws. Jackets only shot 2 in the first half, and they went 1 for 2 at the line. Harding Academy only had 3 shots in the first half. A really clean played game in the first half.
So 4 points to open the second half. Standridge makes it 5, and we're tied at 22. Her second free throw could put the Yellow Jackets on top. It's up, and it's in. 23-22. 6 straight points by Clinton to start the second half.
Jackets trail by as many as 7 points in that second quarter.
Pass to City inside. Kick out now behind the 3-point line. On the drive through the lane. Shot up from the right side of the glass. A little bit too hard. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Foul called.
Well, that's a big call here, and it's going to go on Kinley Keith. Woo, had to hold your breath on that one because that could have went to Keith or Laster. Had it been Laster, it would have been her third. City goes to the line, shoot free throws. Misses the first one. She's now 1 for 3 at the line. Remember, these 2 teams last played back on January the 21st. Clinton built an 11-point lead in that one. Harding came back to tie it in the third quarter before Clinton pulled away for the win. Tonight, Harding Academy takes the lead, and Clinton comes back.
They miss the free throw and then turn it over as the ball goes out of bounds. And it belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Reese McDonald pass inside to Standridge, spins, hands it to Laster, and Kylie puts it up over the front of the rim, up and in, 25-22.
High-low post, got it to the low post Standridge, and the high post Laster flashed the basket, handed it to her for an easy layup, and the Jackets now build a 3-point lead.
8 straight points, less than 2 minutes gone here in the second half. On the drive, left side, right side, a miss. City, Laster takes it away from her. She tries to get it up the floor. It's knocked out of bounds. We'll keep it with the Yellow Jackets.
It's a battle of strength. Laster's going to win almost every time, and that time both players went for the basketball, and Laster pulled it away. Jackets have scored 8 straight.
And 3-point attempt by McDonald. It won't go. Rebound, Apacanudo. Down the floor, she's going to keep it herself into the lane. Lost the ball momentarily, got it back. Shot won't go. A miss. Laster with the rebound off to Standridge. Over to Kinley Keith across midcourt. Defense in front of her. Kinley tosses it cross court. McJunkin's going to drive from the left side. Pull up about a 10-12 footer. A miss. Offside rebound. Clinton gets it back. 3-point attempt. McDonald left wing. Good. Reese for 3. 28-22. 11 straight points to start the second half. 5:15 to go in the third.
Reese now is 16, 11 of those in the first half. Inside the City, and there's that double team again.
And the 3-point field goal won't go. McJunkins ahead to McDonald. Going to be one-on-one. Reese goes from right to left in the lane. Can't get the shot. Standridge with the rebound. Sydney puts it back in, 30-22.
Standridge again with a hustle for the putback.
3-point attempt. The Wildcats won't go. Offside rebound. Standridge to McJunkins. Katie across midcourt. Defense in front of her. She's going to drive left side. She's open. Miss. Standridge put back up and in. 32-22. Now the Wildcats get the timeout. 4:31 to go in the third. 15 straight points for the Yellow Jackets, and they lead by 10. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We have partnered with Carti to bring world-class cancer treatment to Van Buren County.
Some chemos are between 1 to 2 hours to 8 hours. So when patient is sick, diagnosed with a cancer, traveling to Little Rock, that's a pretty long day for sick people.
Back in the old days, you had to get on the interstate, go to Conway or go to Little Rock to get your chemo treatments. My mom, for 1.5 years, was able to take them right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Big peace of mind for my mom.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Back here at Yellow Jacket Arena, it's been all Yellow Jackets start the second half. Yellow Jackets are on off 15 straight points. Now lead 32-22, trail 22-17 at the half. Lassiter only 1 point in the first half. Artie with 6 here in the third quarter. McDonald with 5. She's got 16. City inside and a travel as Lassiter reached in to help there. They've been double teaming low on City on the inside. That time they forced a walk, and the Yellow Jackets have it. Up 10, we're halfway through the third quarter. Battle for second place in the conference. Back door off the screen, nothing there. Keith, ball knocked out of bounds. Wow. They got to get that ball to Harding Academy. Looked like it might have been knocked out by Fullerton, but the Wildcats have it. Inside City, there's the double team. The Sheffield drives, kicks it to Fullerton. McDonald on her. Two great athletes going head-to-head right there. Here comes the double team on City. Back to Akpanudo. Her long three is good. That shot's going to be there. As long as they double team the low post. That time the Academy scores. It's 32-25. Kinley Keith now to McDonald. Jackets in the half court. Lassiter, free throw line, looking, drops it off. McDonald drives the lane. Her 10-foot floater, no good. And rebound to Sheffield. Now the Academy has a chance to cut into the 7-point Clinton lead. 3-point shot from the corner by Neal, no good. Rebound by McJunkins. Front court, all the way to the basket. She's tripped, goes to the floor, and that'll be a foul, probably on the floor. And the Yellow Jackets will have to inbounds under their own basket.
Okay.
That'll be the second foul on City, second team foul on the Academy here in the second half. Jackets will inbounds under their own basket. McJunkins is okay. She popped right back up. Katie pretty tough. And looking, gets it in. Keith will shoot a wide open three. Knocks it down from the near side. Kinley Keith's first points of the night, and they were big. And the Jackets back up by 10 now, 35-25. They've scored 18 of the last 21 points in this game. Shot Aquanudo, no good. What's the call? And they're going to call a foul on Lassiter on the rebounds. And that'll be Kylie Lassiter's third foul, and that really changes the complexion of the game as Lassiter's dominated inside tonight for Clinton. Sheffield inbounds for the Academy under their own basket. Gets it out front to City. Kinley Keith on her. Neal, Sheffield, drives on Standridge, reverse layup, shot short, and rebound by McJunkins. Jackets up by 10, they have the basketball. Kinley Keith to McJunkins, inside to Erica Sykes, just in the game for Lassiter. Ball loose, Sykes runs it down, and the Yellow Jackets will call a timeout to keep possession. And a good call that time by head coach Matthew Post. And the Jackets will have it under their own basket. We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. Jackets trail 22-17 going into the halftime and scored 15 straight points and 18 of 21. And they now lead by a score of 35-21. 2:32 left here in the third quarter of this all-important conference game for both of these teams. Talked about the second-place finish guarantees you a spot in the regional tournament at Rosebud coming up in about 3 weeks. So a lot riding on this game. Yellow Jackets still have 3 more conference games after this one, but they're Riverview, Newport, and Rosebud. Harding Academy still has to play league leader Mountain View twice, including tomorrow night, I believe, at Searcy. Jackets into their own basket. Gets it inside to Sykes. Ball poked away. Gets it back. Loose again. It goes over to Harding Academy, and Sykes is going to get a foul as she pushed Neal out of bounds. And the ball goes over to Harding Academy with 2:27 left here in the third quarter.
And Wildcats across midcourt. And Reese McDonald staring down the dribbler. Fullerton with it. Into the corner. Sheffield now dribble back out high. Toss it across court. And they'll try to kick it out. It goes out of bounds. A turnover. And back to the Yellow Jackets. 2:03 remaining in the third quarter.
Well, you really like to win this final 2:03. If you're Harding Academy, you want to get into single digits. If you're Clinton, you want to push it out. So this final 2 minutes of the third quarter are really important for both of these teams. Harding still in that zone defense, trying to force Clinton to shoot from the perimeter.
He'll work it around. Toss it up high to Sykes. Low to Standards, but it's not. Erica recovers. It was knocked away momentarily. 3-point basket by Katie McJunkins. 38-25. The Yellow Jackets have now outscored their entire first half total here with a minute 34 still in the third quarter. They had 17 points at the halftime break. And, excuse me, we got, I could have said them in the previous basket. Like 21 points here in the third quarter, 38-25.
Back-to-back baskets by Kinley Keith and Katie McJunkins. Those are their first baskets of the ball game, and they both hit threes. And the Jackets now the biggest lead of the game at 13. Katie Gifford in the game for the Yellow Jackets for the second time tonight. The sophomore.
Neal, Fullerton, Sheffield, Webb behind the three-point line. There's a three by Webb off the back of the rim. High for the rebound. And Gifford comes away with it. Off to Keith. Dribble down the floor. Back to Reese McDonald. Kind of free throw line extended. She'll get a two-pointer. 40-25. This looks like the Yellow Jacket team we saw on Friday night when they almost couldn't miss. Shot up won't go. City gets it back, score it, and the foul. She'll have a chance at the traditional three-point play, trailing 40-27.
Jackets had a shot at that rebound, kind of knocked it away, and it fell right into City's hands. She scored, drew the foul, and the Academy needed that to kind of stop the bleeding.
Free throw makes it 40-28. And into the ball game, Eva Abraham for the Wildcats.
Last on the bench with 3 fouls for Clinton, so Yellow Jackets are buying some time if they get her back in the ball game.
Pass up high to Standridge, knocked away, and then Reese McDonald going to try to steal it back, and she's whistled for a foul for Clinton.
Guard's got to be careful. The double team in the low post. You can't just force that one in there. That time the Yellow Jackets really didn't have to really force that one inside, and Harding Academy gets the steal and the foul.
16 foul, maybe third personal on Reese McDonald. Should go to the bench for this final seconds of the third quarter. 22 ticks remaining. Webb and Neal behind three-point line, and they're going to throw it away out of bounds. Another offensive turnover, and whether that's the Clinton defense or the Wildcats just trying to play a little faster than they want to, sometimes moving that ball around. They've had turnovers here in the third quarter, and Clinton will have a chance for the final shot with Booher across midcourt. 10 seconds. Keith. Back at ball tip knocked away. Academy has it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds across midcourt. The final shot, it's up. It won't go. Third quarter comes to an end. Yellow Jackets put 23 points on the board, and they're going to have a 12-point lead here entering the fourth quarter, 40-28. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Well, we were talking at halftime about how important this ball game was, and Yellow Jackets trailing for 5. You can't take it for granted, kind of the battle for second place. And Clinton comes roaring back in the third quarter to take a lead. Now the question is, can they hang on and get this victory tonight at home?
Yeah, Clinton outscored Harding 23-6 in that third quarter, and Kinley Keith and Katie McJunkins got their first baskets of the ball game in that third quarter as everything went right for the Yellow Jackets, and Harding Academy turns it over immediately, and the Jackets have a 12-point lead in the basketball. Lassiter could still stay out of the game right now. The Yellow Jackets can buy some time for her. Also McDonald on the bench with 3 fouls.
So you've got Booher, Standridge, Katie Gifford, Katie McJunkins, and Kinley Keith has returned. It took her a moment there after that final shot. She went to the floor hard and to get up and kind of compose herself, but she's back out to start the fourth quarter. Booher dribbles behind the basket, toss it back out.
They just take care of the basketball. The Yellow Jackets kind of fighting it right now.
Alexis on the drive. The ball's knocked away. And Panuto comes up with it.
If they're going to stay in that zone, and Harding turns it over again.
And the Wildcats kind of shooting themselves in the foot here in the second half. They continue to turn the ball over.
Score time and situation. You know, you're in a situation where you don't have to force anything. With a 12-point lead, now 7 minutes left in this one.
And Reese McDonald has returned along with Kylie Laster. 7 minutes to go in the ballgame. Kinley Keith catches. Her three is up and in. Another three-point field goal by Kinley Keith, 43-28.
Kinley now with 6 all here in the second half.
Neal will try to answer her threes off the mark. Standridge takes it out of the air. Off to Katie McJunkins on the left side. Long pass into the corner. Reese McDonald catches, shoots the three, just short off the rim. Standridge right there for the putback. Up and in, 45-28.
Well, Sid's had several putbacks tonight. She's got 8. She's in the right place at the right time because she hustles.
Passed into City. She'll spin on the block. Shot goes over the rim. Standridge, it's knocked away by City, and she's whistled for the foul. The team's third, but for Kylie City, is that going to be her, let's see, as far as her personal foul.
Webb checks out. Neal checks in for Harding Academy.
Her third personal. She'll stay in the ball game.
Jackets now biggest lead of the game at 17.
McDonald catches the long cross-court pass, and she knocks down the three. Reese McDonald, leading scorer tonight, 48-28, a 20-point lead. Three-point attempt by the Academy, won't go. Rebound, Standridge, going to keep it herself down the floor. McDonald got back, but she had a defender between she and Sydney Standridge, so Sydney maybe kind of wisely hangs on to that one, doesn't force it. 5:35 to go.
You get to the point where you begin to play the clock. Once you have enough points, the clock becomes the opponent.
Academy still with only 6 points here in the second half. Kinley Keith will drive inside the three-point line, pull up for two. It won't go. Sheffield for the rebound. Harding Academy keep it herself down the floor, in front of the bench. Now she'll pass it off. On the drive, Fullerton won't go. Tips her own rebound out to Sheffield. Her three-point basket is good from the corner. 48-31. There's the first points of the second half at the 4:55 mark of the fourth. Not the first point. The
Sheffield's
only
first basket since the first possession of the ball game. She had a three to open the game. She has a three here with 4:40 left.
Only 9 points, for Harding Academy. Reese McDonald for two as she drives into the lane in front of the free throw line, 50-31.
Reese wears number 23, and she's got 23 points now.
Apacanudo from the right side. Three won't go. Long rebound, tip down the floor. Standard's going to run it down, and she'll get it across midcourt. Defense in front of her, just in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Coach Matthew Post. He'll swing it now over to the left side. McJunkins, she'll set the offense back to the middle of the floor. She'll take it all the way, drive the left side of the lane. Shot won't go. Laster and City go for the rebound, and Kylie Laster's going to be whistled for the foul at 3:57 here in the fourth.
That foul. One, it's foul number 4 on Lassiter. 2, it's a 1-and-1. The Academy gets to score with the clock off, and you're 90 feet from the basket. That's I know Kylie's trying to hustle there. That's a foul that you really don't want with a 19-point lead. Well, I'll say it's the 17th foul. The officials threw it in, but now they're going to recognize that and shoot a 1-and-1. Should be City at the line.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
City's 2 for 5 at the line.
And the first free throw is up and in. And the second, 50-33, 3:53 to go.
We'll see at one point the Academy's going to have to go man-to-man eventually. Looks like they may have now. And a good timeout by Matthew Post as Harding changes defense. The Yellow Jackets will change offense.
We'll take the break. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery, 745-2992.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
And out of the timeout, 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the contest. 50-33 is the Yellow Jacket lead. It was 22-17. Clinton trailing at halftime. A fantastic second half thus far. Inside Sykes, a shoot, miss. Standards, a put back, won't go. Canuto with it. And she'll pass it off. They'll get it up the floor. Wildcats out of bounds, and now the officials will confer, and it belongs to the Yellow Jackets. I think that's what the Yellow Jacket fans thought, that that was last touched by the red and white, and the officials confer, and they will give the ball to Clinton with 3 minutes remaining, 17-point lead. Junkins, McDonald, Sykes into the corner, Standridge. Maybe the Wildcats going to come out, try to apply a little bit more pressure deep. They'll pass it inside to Sykes, and her shot off the glass good. The assist to Katie McJunkins, 52-33.
Good ball moving against the man. You had spacing. If you're watching on TV, you get that 10 to 15 feet spacing. That doesn't allow, a defender to guard two players, and Erica Sykes was wide open on the inside. Bad things happen in man-to-man is when offensive players get too close to each other.
Cali City will drive down near the block. She'll get a shot. She'll get Erica Sykes up, make contact, and the foul called on Erica. And City will miss the first free throw. She'll have a second. Kylie Laster will return to the ball game. Sykes out. Kylie's going to play with 4 fouls here for the final 2 minutes, 35 seconds of the ball game. Second free throw is up and in, 52-34. Substitutions for the Wildcats. Neal returns along with Sheffield and Abraham. Alexis Booher is going to come back in for the Yellow Jackets.
You may see some maybe trying to foul for Harding Academy here, try to get the Yellow Jackets in the bonus situation. Harding still has 4 fouls to give if they want to do that. Only 3 team fouls on the Academy.
Well, they'll let Clinton bring it up across midcourt. Unabated. Back to Booher, McJunkins, McDonald. They're back behind the three-point line. Standards is in the corner. Kylie Laster's at the free throw line.
The Yellow Jackets like them going to man-to-man. There's 2 or 3 matchups where the Yellow Jackets have an advantage when you go man-to-man.
Already taken a lot of time off here, it seems, on this possession. We're down to 2 minutes to go in the ball game, an 18-point lead. Academy's not fouled and not really come that close yet on this offensive possession to trying to make the steal or commit the foul. Still space, 6 foot of space almost.
Yeah, you're in a delay game. You really don't even like ball screens like you do in offense. You really don't want to go near the ball handler because you bring that extra defender over for the double team, and Lassiter can't
shot
get it to
it
go.
Side. Callie tried to put it back, but again, that took a lot of time off the clock. We're down to 1:24, clock running. Wildcats, Canuto's going to drive on Laster, maybe try to score or draw the foul. Instead, it's a miss. Now we're going the other way. And Clinton's got it across midcourt. And substitutions. And Coach Matthew Post, hey, he's going to bring out Reese McDonald, Sydney Standards, Kylie Laster, Katie McJunkins. He's going to sub with 1:12 remaining, an 18-point lead. Alexis Booher is going to stay in, and she'll be joined by Abigail Parks, Ashley James, Maddie Gifford, and Erica Sykes for this final minute.
You got all seniors on the floor for Clinton.
Erica Sykes scores inside, off the pass, 54-34. The Lady Yellow Jackets are going to win the ball game. We'll see what the margin will be here in the final minute. And for a tight, that's for the most part a well-played first half between two good teams, 22-17, fairly low scoring, very competitive, back and forth. Clinton's just, 3 points short of putting 40 on the board here in the second half. This kind of looks like the two halves they played on Friday night in that victory over Pangburn. They just almost couldn't miss and were almost unstoppable offensively. It looks very well in the second half tonight.
Looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to sweep the season series from the Academy, and dating back to last year, the Yellow Jackets have now won 4 straight against Harding Academy.
Sophie Cabana's in the ball game. Did she just come in, or did I miss? I may have said, okay.
All the seniors just
Abigail
came in
Parks.
together.
Okay. I said Abigail Parks earlier. That was Sophie into the ball game.
So Akpenuto will have free throws here with 19 seconds left in this one. The Yellow Jackets will move into a tie for second with Harding Academy, but will own the tiebreaker now.
Missing the free throw.
Sweep.
Rebound, Maddie Gifford. Alexis Booher. She'll get it across, and we'll see if maybe she can dribble out this one with 10 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. Clinton's going to win 54-34. Got a big win tonight. We'll tie up those conference rankings here before we finish up with the girls after this one. A big win, 54-34 over Harding Academy. As the girls will line up, they'll shake hands there at midcourt and look together for a post-game prayer. We'll step away here for a couple of moments. When we return, we'll give you those final numbers, and we'll name the first Arkansas Bank & Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
The Conway Regional Cardiovascular Clinic has been designated as one of the top 3 cardiology clinics in Arkansas by AY Magazine, and we strive daily to exceed the standards in healthcare. We offer a variety of non-invasive cardiology procedures that are often the first step in diagnosing a possible cardiac problem. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 501-358-6905 or visit conroyregional.org.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Well, Yellow Jackets with a big second half as they outscored Harding Academy 37-12 in the second half and come away with a 54-34 win. And they now tie Harding Academy for second place in the conference. They do own the tiebreaker now by sweeping the season series from the Wildcats. Yellow Jackets are now 21-4 on the season, 11-2 in conference play, and they've won 17 of their last 19 ball games. Harding Academy drops to 16-5 on the season, 9-2 in conference play, and their 4-game winning streak comes to an end. The Yellow Jackets stretch their winning streak now to 6 straight ball games. Scoring for Harding Academy, Raquel Webb had 2 points on the night. Jamano Akpenuto with 5 points. McKinney Sheffield with 6. Cali City with 8. And leading the way for the Wildcats tonight, Chloe Fullerton, the sophomore, had 12 points on the night for the Wildcats. Harding Academy finished with 4 3-point baskets on the night, and they went 6 of 9 at the free throw line for 67%. For the Yellow Jackets, Alexa Buher, the senior, had 3 points tonight. Erica Sykes with 4. Katie McJunkins with 3. Kinley Keith with 6 points, both on 3-point baskets. Kylie Lassiter, one of her lowest outputs of the season, with only 7 points tonight. Sydney Standridge, 8 points on the night for the Yellow Jackets. And leading the way tonight, Reese McDonald, the junior, tonight with 24 points for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Jackets shot only 4 free throws tonight, very unusual, but Harding Academy was in that zone defense, and the Yellow Jackets did not get a whole lot of chances inside the lane, but they do shoot 4 free throws tonight. They hit 3 for 75%, and the Yellow Jackets finished tonight with 6 3-point baskets. McDonald had 3 herself. Kinley Keith had a pair. McJunkins had 1. And Alexa Buher had a 3-point basket. Jackets trailed 22-17 at the half and scored 6 straight points to open the quarter to take the lead, and they never looked back as they outscored Harding Academy 23-6 in that third quarter and 37-12 in the second half. Your final score again tonight, it was Clinton 54 and Harding Academy 34. Yellow Jackets' first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the ball game will be the junior Reese McDonald. Reese with 24 points on the night, 11 in the first half and 13 in the second half, including, as we said earlier, 3 3-point baskets. So your first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, Jeff Hall, is the junior Reese McDonald. Also had a tough defensive assignment tonight as she had to defend Chloe Fullerton of Harding Academy, and she did a good job of holding her to 12 points, and that was a tough matchup. Great job on defense, great job on offense for Reese McDonald.
Yes, and Coach Matthew Post in the locker room. I have to go out to catch up with him after a while and ask him about this one. Is again, a pretty good run over the past 2 weeks. But tonight, the way they finish this one out and get this win over Harding Academy and kind of keep themselves in position here in the conference race, this was a fantastic win for the girls here in the final 2 weeks of the regular season. So thanks for joining us for the girls' game. The boys are out warming up. We'll take another break. When we return, we'll get you set for the boys' game. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Up next, Yellow Jackets coming off a good win on Friday night. They beat Penguin by a score of 63-57. They led by 10 at the half, and into the third quarter, Penguin cut it to 2 points briefly, and then the Yellow Jackets able to push it back out and get a 48-38 win, or a 63-57 win over Penguin. And the Yellow Jackets hit 9 3-pointers against Penguin. Brody Emerton had 4, Titus Johnson 2, Nick Epley 2, and Russ Hensley had a 3 for the Tigers. Harding Academy, the defending state champions, Jeff Hall, they come in tonight after a victory over Newport. I believe that was a, they pull that one up here, I think it was a 50-47 win over Newport. And so both teams coming in off a victory. The last time these two teams played on January the 21st, Harding Academy jumped out to a 9-1 lead, and the Yellow Jackets trailed 17-8 at the end of the first quarter and 25-19 at the half. But if you remember, late in the third quarter, a couple of steals by Zane Widener and Dawson Burgess that they converted for layups put the Yellow Jackets in the lead, and they had a 37-36 lead at the end of the quarter, and went on to win that game by a score of 53-50. And so the Yellow Jackets held Harding Academy to only 21 second-half points the last time these two teams played. And that was the night that Brody Emerton really came out that night, had 30 points on the night for the Yellow Jackets, had 18 of those in the second half. And future Arkansas Razorback baseball player Cade Smith led Harding Academy with 14. The Yellow Jackets come in with a record of 5 wins, 13 losses on the season. They're 4-8 in conference play. Harding Academy 5-7 on the season, 4-5 in conference play, and they have won 2 straight. And the Yellow Jackets coming in with a win over Pangburn. So we're only moments away from this one.
Well, one more quick break. When we return, we'll be ready for the tip. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
It's going to be hard to hear this introduction of the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Brian Henderson, the public address announcer. For Coach Cole Gardner and the Yellow Jackets senior boys, Dylan Jones, and he'll run down the floor to the Clinton student section, and they'll get a high five before they head back to the court. Brody Emberton, it'll be Zane Widener, and they're going to be joined by Russ Hensley and Dawson Burgess, your starting five tonight for the Clinton senior boys. Russ Hensley had a really good offensive night on Friday in that victory over Pangburn. He was our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, and good to see when Russ gets going. It's helps out. He always does a good job inside rebounding, kind of clears the defensive boards for the Yellow Jackets, and when he adds points as well on the offensive end, either from the outside or the inside occasion, that helps out on the scoring.
First time these two teams, the Academy came out smoking, jumped out to a 9-1 lead, and then kind of tailed off in the second half. Only scored 21 second half points.
Here we go. Zane Widener controls the tip for the Yellow Jackets. Back to Dylan Jones, and now he'll set the offense in the front court.
Yeah, Harding opening that 2-1-2 zone defense.
Widener's on the left. Into the corner, Russ Hensley, catch and shoot three, and it's up and in. First points of the night. Hensley and the Yellow Jackets in an early 3-point lead.
Good to get off to a good start. Good to get Russ off to a good start. Knocks down the three. Yellow Jackets back in that 1-3-1 zone that they kind of unveiled that night at Harding Academy.
Wildcats in the corner. A double team. You got those long arms of Dawson Burgess at the top. Then Dylan Jones, he's running the back of that 1-3-1 and try to keep you from running the baseline on him. Long three-point shot. Up and in. Kind of a little bit, I don't want to necessarily say unorthodox, a little bit different shot on that, the way he put it up. But he was deep behind the three-point line and knocks it down.
Yeah, Ferry had 3 threes in the first half at Searcy. Didn't score the second half.
Dawson Burgess, 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Clinton back in front, 5-3.
Clinton shot really well, just like the girls did on Friday against Pangburn. One of their better shooting outings of the season. After that Thursday night game, when they only scored 2 points in the fourth quarter against Riverview.
And what I think they opened that first quarter against Pangburn with 25. And another long three-point basket by Ferry. Same spot on the floor. Kind of Coach Cole Gardner extended out on the floor there. Academy back in front, 6-5.
Yeah, Ferry, one of the top kickers in the country, knocked down those first 2 threes.
Dawson Burgess, Zane Widener attempts a three. It won't go. Rebound Harding Academy. Ferry across midcourt on the dribble. And Burgess come out, put a little pressure on him. Let's see how they want to play him when he's on that spot on the floor. Here we go again. Number 3. This one won't go. Off the back of the rim. Dylan Jones comes away with the rebound. Into the corner to Burgess. He'll catch and shoot the 3. It's up and in. Burgess for 5 points. 8-6, the Yellow Jacket lead.
No hesitation about Burgess. Got the ball down the floor quickly. They left him open in the corner and knocks it home. Jackets with the lead.
Both teams shooting well to open the ball game. 5:15 remaining in the first quarter. And the Wildcats going to throw it away. A turnover on the offensive end. Back to the Yellow Jackets.
Eamon Smith checks in for the Academy. Mercer checks out.
They'll drop back in the zone. Dylan Jones will walk it across midcourt. Oriented in the corner behind a screen, but he's picked up and he'll drive, toss it over outside of the three-point line. Now they'll reset. Jones on the dribble. Now Dylan gets it back, and he's open for the 3. It's up and in. Clinton has made 3 3-point field goals from the left side of the floor. From the corner, just extended, and it's 11-6.
Jackets with 9 threes on Friday night, already with 3. We're halfway through the first quarter.
We've talked all year about how this team's probably going to have trouble scoring, and outside shooting is not going to be their strength. And with 9 threes on Friday night, 3 to open. Here late in the season, they're kind of showing us a little differently. Shot inside, Russ Hensley with a rebound. He'll clear to Dylan Jones.
You know, they've been close in several games, just can't get over the hump some nights, but they're young, and they're getting more and more reps as Widener scores.
How about that? Zane takes it. That's what he does. He drives, gets into the lane, count the basket. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. His free throw is up and in, 14-6. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ferry will come across midcourt, and Burgess going to kind of extend his defense on that side of the 1-3-1 after Ferry's already hit 2 3-pointers from that same spot on the floor. He's going to catch and shoot again a little quicker. This one won't go. Widener with a rebound. He'll get it off to Dylan Jones. Ferry again was open, but then Burgess on the break to cover when he caught that. So he shot it just a touch quicker, but still kind of had that same spacing, kind of same spot on the floor. But Clinton with the ball and an 8-point lead. Widener takes the pass from Emberton. He'll kind of fall away from the baseline. Shot won't go. Russ Hensley is fouled on his putback attempt. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, same little fall away shot. It was short. Widener there battling for the boards. Got it. And he was fouled.
And Russ gets the first. I think that's his 4th point of the ball game. 15-6 is the lead. And the second, 16-6, a 10-point lead with 3:15 now to go in the first quarter. Cross midcourt. Defense going to extend. I'm saying
Widener switch sides.
Yep, see that. Over where Ferry sets up. 3-point shot up, just short, won't go. Hensley for the rebound.
Dylan's done a good job at points so far, not trying to force anything or rush anything, getting the Yellow Jackets into their offense.
They're walking across. What's the inside? Ball loose. Hard Academy has it.
That's Brody's first shot of the ball game. Remember, he had 30 points at Harris Fieldhouse in Searcy that night.
And the pass deflected by Widener. Zane's able to recover. Down the floor. He's going to kind of get up in the air, kind of force the shot. Maybe he's trying to draw a foul. It's blocked, and Hard Academy's going to come away with it.
Nick Epley hits the scores table for the first time tonight.
2 minutes to go. First quarter, 16-6. Wildcats drive the lane. Shot blocked by Hensley. It's loose, and Widener's able to recover. Ahead to Emberton. His pass is knocked away into the front court. Burgess trying to come up with it. Foul's going to be called on the Wildcats.
That was all over the floor. Both teams had a shot at that one. Probably better part of Valor there might have been for Dawson just to pick that one up. He tried to dribble, but Harding got called for the foul, so it worked out for the Yellow Jackets. Dylan Jones steps out. Good job by Dylan. And the senior Nick Epley checks in. And Nick had a couple of threes that night at Searcy. And he had a couple of threes Friday night against Pangburn.
Epley. Over to Emberton. Back to Burgess. He's going to shoot a three. It's up. This one won't go off the back of the rim. Tipped away. Wildcats come up with it. Cross midcourt. Dawson Burgess going to reach in. Make some contact, foul called, and keep it with Academy. Hey, another way to tell you how important that girls' game was tonight. Some of the girls just got up and left, and I realized, I think when they got up here, it was Mountain View Lady Yellow Jacket girls, I think. At least Kevin Johnson's daughter was one of them, so I think they came tonight to maybe scout Harding Academy and Clinton.
Academy tomorrow night, and they also play later in the week. They play twice in less than a week. I think Harding Academy is going to take another 30-second timeout. Jackets lead by 10. That's only the first foul of Clinton, and 1:31 left in the first quarter. So good, no problems there as far as foul trouble early for the Jackets. And they lead by 10 as they've come out shooting well here early. Harding Academy with only 6 points, both of those by Ferry on back-to-back three-point shots.
Inbound the basketball. Again, that 1-3-1, Clinton going to extend out a little bit. Kind of force the Wildcats deeper on the floor. They got Ferry in the corner. He's going to catch and shoot a quick three. It's short off the rim as Nick Epley came in to defend.
I think Ferry may have shot his last couple of threes a little bit quicker because the Yellow Jackets are running at him. First two, he had some pretty wide open looks.
And we're down to a minute in the first quarter. The lead is still 10. On the drive into the lane, kick it out, swing it around. Ferry's open from the corner. This three won't go. Tipped around, Zane Widener has it. .45 seconds. Scoring slowed just a bit for Clinton, but the Wildcats, they've not scored either, so the lead is still 10. Widener inside, kicks out. Emberton wants to drive. He draws some contact, and then the runner is up and in, 18-6.
Emberton down the baseline. It's his first two of the night. The Jackets need a stop right here in the final 15 seconds.
It's like the Wildcats, they just don't have an answer for that Clinton 1-3-1 zone defense yet, other than Ferry. He's made some threes. He's shot several now that he's missed. On the drive, runner won't go at the buzzer. First quarter, comes to an end. You almost couldn't draw it up any better for Coach Cole Gardner. The Yellow Jackets senior boys, they lead by 12, 18-6 after one. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Here we go, second half underway. Hardin Academy with the basketball. Clinton, Brody Emberton, Zane Widener, Russ Hensley, Dawson Burgess, Dylan Jones. Going to pass through the lane, and Nick Epley comes in to defend, makes contact. That foul's going to be whistled on Nick. Only the second team foul for Clinton here in the first half.
Balance scoring for Clinton in the first quarter. 5 different players scored. Dawson Burgess, Russ Hensley with 5 apiece lead the way. Now
Clinton man-to-man.
Yep. That zone 1-3-1 worked really well in that first quarter. Held Harding Academy to 6 points.
Ferry is out of the ballgame. Zane Widener on the run. He's going to block the shot. Wildcats recover. Back out high. 3-point basket. Good by the Wildcats. That's going to be it. I don't have a 24 on my roster. I'm not sure. But to see. 18-9 is the score. Emberton to Burgess at the top. Back to Russ Hensley. Top of the key. Bounce pass to Widener. Inside. Turn. Spin. Shoot. Miss. Hensley for the follow. Might have been blocked. Foul's called. And Russ Hensley will go to the free throw line.
Jackets 3 for 3 at the line. Jackets have a size advantage over Harding Academy. Well, Harding Academy junior boys are really big. We saw them in that first game. They defeated the Yellow Jackets by about 15 in the opening game of the night. They had a lot of size on the junior high team. Jackets probably have a size advantage here in the senior high game as Russ knocks down the first free throw. Jackets are now 4 for 4 at the line.
And the second. That stops play, and Titus Johnson will enter the contest. Dawson Burgess gets a breather. So 7 Yellow Jackets to play in the ballgame thus far. An 11-point lead, 20-9. Into the corner. Three-point shot up. Then after the play, Nick Epley's, I guess he's going to run into the shooter. He just kind of wraps him up.
Boy, you hate that foul. That shot was nowhere close. Now he gets bailed out and gets to shoot 3 free throws.
6:42 to go.
Coach Busey would always say, if you're listening back at Harding, never foul an outside shooter.
It kind of looked like a football play where you're going to, the whistle's been blown or you're running into somebody, you just kind of wrap them up to keep from tackling or falling to the ground to keep somebody from getting hurt. Nick just kind of, after the shot, the fall, they just kind of grabbed him up to keep from either one of them, I guess. Before 20-11 after the 2 of those free throws were made. Now Epley in the backcourt to Emberton to Widener. Zane's going to keep it, drive the left side, switch hands. He won't get the basket. It'll fall off the rim, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Quick first step by Widener, explosive jumping ability from that left side. Just couldn't get it to stay in the basket, but he hits the line, shooting a pair. I mentioned Coach Busey for the folks listening back. If you're listening back in White County, you'll know what I mean. And one of Coach Busey's sayings was, don't foul an outside shooter. I spent about 20 years as head coach of the Harding University Bisons. Widener hits them both.
And a good free throw shooting night for the Yellow Jackets thus far. 22-11. They've doubled up the Wildcats.
7 for 7 at the line.
And it looks like they're back in the 1-3-1 zone defense. 3-point shot from the corner, long. And the Wildcats going to recover on the offside now. 3-point attempt, top of the key. It's good. Up and in. 3-pointer. 22-14 now. Full court press. Looks like a 2-2-1 zone press by the Wildcats. Clinton's going to beat it.
We saw some of this in the fourth quarter at Searcy. Gave the Yellow Jackets, I know for about 2 straight possessions, the Yellow Jackets turned it over before they took a timeout. Jackets see it a lot earlier tonight. And Harding Academy going to go man-to-man now.
Russ Hensley for 3 from the right wing. Won't go off the rim. It comes right to Brody Emberton. His shot in the baseline. Drive won't go. Widener has it in the lane. He's fouled. Zane back to the free throw line.
If Harding goes man-to-man, you really like the matchups. Brody Emberton, Zane Widener. Those are probably 2 spots Yellow Jackets have a distinct advantage.
Another free throw made by the Yellow Jackets. Zane gets the first, 23-14.
8 straight free throws for the Jackets.
And the second, 24-14. The lead back to 10. Coach Cole Gardner gets Dawson Burgess back up off the bench, and he'll re-enter the contest. It looks like the next break. On the drive, into the lane, and dropping it in. 4-2.
Jackson Fox with the basket. His mother and grandparents are here tonight sitting down in front of us. Nikki Carolyn Boyd and Beth Ann Boyd.
On the drive, shot won't go by Johnson. It's in the corner now with Emberton. Knocked out of bounds by Harding Academy, and here comes Dawson Burgess and Dylan Jones. Epley and Hensley out.
Burgess already has 5 points in the game as he checks back in.
3-point field goal by Brody Emberton, 27-16.
4 threes now for the Jackets.
first half comes to an end. Clinton leads 37-24. Step away for a few moments. Stay with us. Listen to Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available in the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
this up for the final 2 weeks of the regular season, heading into that district tournament, then it could really make a difference. I saw Doris Brown in halftime here just a moment ago, and she said, yeah, they're finally looking like they got it together, and they got that football out of them and ready to play basketball. And they certainly have here at the end of last week and tonight. So they've had some close ones this year that had some leads in and seemed to kind of get away from them. Some of those games where you think, man, we could have, should have, would have won that one. And so let's hope tonight's not one of those. They can maintain this lead here in the second half, come away with a victory here in what might be a short week. If we get the anticipated winter weather at the end of the week, then that could possibly force us into a 3-game week next week. I know you like to get in all your conference games if you can, prior to the district tournament to make the seeding work out and have everybody maybe play the same number of games if possible. So if we do miss a ball game on Friday night, I think that'd be one they would like to make up next week, but there's not a lot of time left. You'll have also have the junior. You're going to have the junior district tournament maybe going on. You have Friday night, Tuesday night, a ball game. So you'd have to find a space to squeeze a game in. If we miss Friday night, I don't know if they could. Well, we can't move it up to Thursday. That's when the weather's supposed to come in anyway. I started to say move it up at night, but we'll see how things shake out. Stay with us here on KHPQ. We are ready for the second half of play. The teams have huddled back up. Coach Cole Gardner will send out Dawson Burgess, Zane Widener, Brody Emerton, Dylan Jones, and Russ Hensley. With a 37-24 lead, we'll switch ends of the floor. Clinton will be moving right to left if you're sitting here on the visiting side. We're Mike Holliana here above the Hardin Academy Wildcat fans. Clinton dressed in the all-white, trimmed in black. Hardin Academy in a road red, trimmed in white. If you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube video stream, Dawson Burgess opens up the second half scoring. 39-24, the Yellow Jacket lead. So he gets a two-pointer on the drive. Shot up, won't go. Burgess tips it. Zane Widener's got it. And defense in front of him, so he'll get it down, pass away.
Hardin County back to a zone now.
Widener's three-point attempt won't go. Wildcats with the rebound down the floor. Defense back. Shot up won't go. Dylan Jones with the rebound and keep it himself quickly down the floor. And he'll kind of veer to the right, pass it off, get it back, set the offense.
We saw both zone and man in the first half from Harding Academy. I think they'd rather play zone, but now they're down by 17 now. It's going to force them out of the zone.
And Burgess with two more. He's shooting well tonight, and he knocks down the two. And foul called on the Yellow Jackets. That'll send the Wildcats to the free throw line.
Cade Smith heads the line. He's the quarterback for the state champion Harding Academy Wildcats, but he's also an Arkansas Razorback baseball commit. He's an outstanding pitcher. Parents and grandparents sitting down in front of us. Dad Ryan Smith's the head coach at Desart and won 2 state titles while he was the head women's coach at Riverview High School just a few years ago.
Gets the first free throw, but misses the second. And the rebound to Clinton. Lead is 16. Burgess is behind a screen. Three-pointer in and out. Academy with a rebound.
There was a set play there to get to the double screen for the three-pointer.
Wildcats, three-point attempt. Won't go. Long rebound. Burgess to Jones. He'll get it across midcourt. Brody Emerton behind the three-point line. It's up and in. Brody Emerton with another three-point field goal. His second of the ball game, 44-25.
12 now for Emerton. He had 30 that night at Searcy.
Dribble the baseline, cross, pass to Ferry. His three is up and misses.
Ferry opened the game with back-to-back threes. He hasn't hit one since then.
Burgess on the drive, a runner in the lane, won't go, but a long rebound out of bounds. No, Brody Emerton saves it. He's got it. He's going to beat a defender, drive the baseline, shot won't go. Follow attempt won't go. Emerton gets it back, and he'll clear to Dylan Jones.
Good hustle. Widener kept that alive eventually, and Emerton was able to track it down in the corner, and now the Yellow Jackets have it. Set play coming up here against the zone.
Brody Emerton, another three. This one from the right wing in front of Coach Cole Gardner, 47-25. Hardin Academy wants a timeout. Here's the Wildcats have no answer tonight, defensively or offensively, for the Yellow Jackets. I think
they're going to have to come out. The Yellow Jackets, of course, the strategy going is force Clinton to shoot the ball from the outside. Well, now Clinton's hitting the shots from the outside. You know, now you got to match up man-to-man. Then you have a couple of athletes, or three athletes like Burgess, Widener, and Emerton. Those are difficult matchups man-to-man. So it's do if you don't on this. And now Harding Academy now down by 18. Or check that, 22. Biggest lead of the game for Clinton. Eventually they're going to have to come out and play man-to-man. So it really puts you, force them to do what they don't want to do here. The Yellow Jackets with a big lead.
Long three-point attempt, Hardin Academy won't go. Russ Hensley for the rebound. Foul called. They're going to whistle Russ on that, I think. He's pulled it down. And I don't know. Is it the matchup? Is it the personnel? It doesn't seem like Hardin Academy really. Their offensive options are really limited against the Clinton defense. I mean, it's a three-point shot. Really, nothing's going on the inside. They'll get an occasional drive like this one and able to put one up off the glass, but few and far between offensively with Hardin Academy. I don't know if you attribute that to their personnel or the Clinton defense or both.
Definitely Clinton has a depth and height advantage on the inside. Now Clinton will take a timeout to save a turnover there. Nick Effley was trapped at midcourt. And so good call by Coach Gardner to take a timeout there. But yeah, Yellow Jackets definitely have a height strength advantage on the inside, and you're right. Harding doesn't have much of an inside game, and if the outside's not falling, it could be a tough night for first-year head coach Trey Jamison, longtime assistant for Brad Francis. Brad Francis went out the right way. He wins the state championship last year and retires. Won 2 state championships while head coach of the Harding Academy Wildcats. His son, Alex Francis, former Harding Academy Wildcat, Harding University Bison, now the assistant coach for the Wildcats. You can probably see him down in front of the Wildcat bench.
Out of the timeout. Foul called on Apinudo, defending against Brody Emerton.
Coaching's in the Jamison family. Trey's brother, Weston, is the assistant coach for the women's team at Abilene Christian University. Had been at Arkansas State University. And Emerton scores again. 17 now for Emerton. He might get 30 maybe before this one's over.
49-27.
Jackets have really been intense on defense. Even in the zone, they're getting, for the most part, challenging each shot. That's what you want to do on defense. Challenge every shot. And if you're man-to-man, you want to try to get in those passing lanes and challenge every pass.
3:15, clock running in the third. Deflected out of bounds by Burgess.
Good defensive set here for the Jackets. They forced the Academy to take over 30 seconds off just on this possession.
Shot attempt blocked. It's going to end up out of bounds. Keep it with Hardin Academy.
You're watching on TV in that front row behind the bench. That is Brad Francis in the red pullover. And his other son. He has 3 sons.
And shot up, running through the lane, up and in, 49-29. The Clinton lead still 20, with 2:45 to go in the third.
And his other son, Will Francis, is the offensive coordinator for the Harding Academy football team. His son had the distinction of being the most valuable player of the state championship basketball game and football game, and hit a home run in the state championship baseball game.
And this ball kicked. Maybe it belongs to Hardin Academy.
Jackets have outscored Harding 12-5 here in the third quarter, led 37-24 at the half.
On the drive, Akpenuto, and an offensive foul called on the Wildcats. Was that on he or a teammate? I didn't see.
Akpenuto over Epley.
He did? Okay. I heard somebody hit the floor. I just was looking up high for Akpenuto. I didn't see Epley go down.
Seems like Epley gets one or two every game.
Burgess on the drive. His shot won't go. Rebound to Hardin Academy.
Nick's one tough dude. If you see him play football, this is nothing out here.
Ball gets loose inside. Brody Emberton trying to come up with it. And are we tied up? Alternate possession to the Wildcats. Inbound the ball, back behind the three-point line. Got a drive to the lane, dish, shot from the post. Bounces, drops through.
By the way, I saw the mystery of the phantom three-point shooter. That's Love Patel. He had 3 threes in the first half.
Is out of the ball game at this moment. Brody Emberton's three-pointer attempt won't go. Burgess the putback for 2, misses. Russ Hensley trying to keep it alive. Burgess ends up with it. His shot's blocked. He's trying to wrestle with a defender to get the ball away. Tied up. Alternate possession to Clinton.
Relentless on the boards. Yellow Jackets showing that size, ability, and strength on the inside there. Kept it alive. And they'll have the possession on the jump ball.
Minute 9 remaining in the third quarter. 18-point lead. Inbounds pass tipped. Hardin Academy's got it. Quickly down the floor. Defense back. On the drive. I think it was blocked. Russ Hensley comes up with it. Widener.
That's got to be a block.
Is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, the
great call by the officials.
We had the good angle on that.
If you're watching at home, if the defender falls first, it has to be a block. And the defender was already falling before Widener got there. A lot of times the officials don't get that, but that was a great call by the officials, just as the rule states.
I think he was ready to take the contact. He was ready to take the charge, and when Zane saw it in time, was going to hold up, and when he finally realized that contact wasn't going to happen, then he's going to fall with it or just on a brush of contact. But we had a good angle of that. Our camera did too. If you're watching that, you could see the space, in the slowdown between the two players. 50-31 after the free throws.
First free throw miss of the game. Yellow Jackets hit 11 straight. Widener missed the first one, but he got the second one.
On the drive, maybe Russ Hensley forces the miss. And on the rebound, Wildcats foul. Belongs to Clinton as Dylan Jones will return to the contest. Nick Epley out. And let's see, Nick ought to get a hand. He does, from Coach Cole Gardner. And across midcourt, Dylan Jones is fouled. 5th team foul on Hardin Academy. Okay. Inbound the ball. Dylan fouled again. I'm not sure that one was intentional from the reaction there, but Dylan gets it back. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. A 19-point lead.
That's been as many as, 22, 24?
Dawson for 3. In and out. Won't go. High for the rebound is Russ Hensley. Then just as high is going to put it over the defender. Russ he's able to stretch out those arms from, I don't know if Russ is 6'5" or so that frame. And he gets 2, 52-31. Shot up, won't go. Burgess for the rebound. And the third quarter comes to an end. Clinton still a big lead tonight, 52-31 with the final 8 minutes when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Increase a 13-point lead to 21 as we head into the fourth quarter. Jackets outscored Harding Academy 15-6 in that third quarter. Zane Widener with 12 and Brody Emberton now with 17 points, leading the way for the Yellow Jackets as we head into the fourth quarter.
Caputo tries for two, won't get it. Russ Hensley's going to pull away the rebound. I see one of the parents, I think that's Angela Hargis. Well, she's not a parent of a senior high player this year. Her son, Zach Alexander, has graduated, but she's got her, looks to be, that might have been her crock pot of spaghetti in tow. It was spaghetti supper night here for the after prom fundraiser. They may have.
Will plays with the junior high team, Will Alexander.
Burgess
and we got
misses.
Katie Grace on the way. She's playing junior high basketball. Told me she had 3 games last Saturday.
2 points for the Wildcats. They may have sold out tonight. I know I was in there late to pick up a Gaudreau tray for my sister, and they may have sold out. I saw them look like they closed down earlier.
Yeah, we had a lot of Harding County folks come out and eat, and they had a good time in there. They had some good compliments from several of the Harding Academy fans.
Yeah, nice to be able to have a good home-cooked meal from the basketball moms or school folks on a night if you're from Clinton or if you're making the trip over from Harding Academy.
Not to say anything against our great concession stand, too. We got a lot of compliments on the Hive. Not many concession stands have kitchens in them anymore. You know, we cook over there in that one. Angela Bradford, Philip Jones, the Booster Club, and got the grills, the fryers in there. And cook everything fresh.
Now, unless KFC has an argument, we might say it's the closest thing to Slim Chickens you can get in Clinton. I think the place to go when Clinton folks go to Searcy, just come here. We'll get you some chicken tenders at the Hive.
Maybe Slim Chickens to cater the concession stand. I need to work on that.
Use our,
Brian Jones gave me the thumbs up on that one.
Our Yellow Jacket alumnus, get Joe Willock to get us set up for that. Well, 53-33, the lead is 20 for Clinton. They have led from the beginning of this one and get through these final 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, jumped out to an 18-6 first quarter lead. That was the opposite of the game at Searcy when Harding jumped out to a 9-1 lead in that one.
Widener on the drive, puts Clinton back in front by 20. Zane Widener, the leading scorer for Clinton thus far tonight.
He's got 14. Brody's got 17.
17.
Dawson with 9, a chance to maybe get 3 players in double figures tonight.
Ferry for 3 from the corner. This one's good. Like I said, he started the game with a couple. He's missed several since then, but he finally gets one to go here in the fourth quarter. 55-36, full court press. They knock it away. Wildcats have it. Ferry for a long 3. It's up. It won't go. Saved from going out of bounds. Now Clinton's going to come away with it. Hensley to Jones. They'll back up, and Dillon will walk it up. He'll be met near midcourt. He'll get it into the front court.
Now Academy back in the man-to-man. Maybe there's a little run and jump there as they try to trap Jones. But now you're looking for matchups. Emerton and Widener, Burgess on the inside. Take advantage of this man-to-man situation where you have 3
really advantages on the floor for Clinton as far as matchups. And there's one of them there.
And Widener's going to get to the lane. Shot it from the right side of the glass. Good. The lead is back to 19. And Burgess knocks away. Wildcats recover into the corner. Ferry, catch and shoot three. This one won't go. Tip now loose on the floor. Burgess trying to come up with it. Tied up. Alternate possession to Clinton. 4:41 to go.
Student section started small tonight. The game wasn't on the schedule as a makeup game, but it's kind of grown as the nights went on.
And is that a double foul? Technical foul. A little talking too much there.
And number 24, I believe, Love Patel. I don't know why they called a technical foul, but we're not shooting free throws.
They called one, I guess, on Dawson, too.
Which would be offsetting, and they used to shoot those on each end of the floor. They don't do that anymore. So.
And back to action. Jones, Titus Johnson, Zane Widener, Brody Emberton, Russ Hensley. Brody's going to take his man to the baseline. Shot up won't go. Foul called. That may have been on the floor before the shot. Well,
that'll be a 1-and-1 for Emberton.
Oh, okay. The ninth team foul
on the academy.
Brody gets the first. 58-36.
Jackets 13 of 14 at the line. That's how you win ball games. Now make it 14 of 15.
They had a 23-point lead. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Canuto in the lane. He'll get the basket. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. Jones will split the defenders, get it across midcourt. Hensley to Widener in the lane. Shot, miss, rebound. Hardin Academy, under 4 to go. Ferry for three, it's up. A miss, long rebound to Titus Johnson. Back to Dylan Jones. 3:45. Brody Emberton for three. Misses. Hardin Academy with the rebound, but we're down to under 3 minutes, 30 seconds. At a 21-point lead.
Jackets glad to play the zone now, but you kind of want to stretch out and try to stop threes. You get inside for two. You can give up some twos, but you want to cover those three-point shots beyond the perimeter like that.
There's the three-point attempt. It won't go. Emberton for the rebound. Foul on Hardin Academy. 10th. Well, Clinton called a timeout after the rebound. We'll take the break. 3:03 to go. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
52-31 coming into it. And now the clock is down to 3 minutes, and the Jackets have the basketball.
Dylan Jones, Brody Emberton, Titus Johnson, Zane Widener, Russ Hensley.
Jackets looking maybe to spread out and run some clock. You don't have to throw that marginal pass or take a marginal shot now with a 21-point lead. The clock is your opponent. And every time the Academy fouls, you're going to shoot 2 free throws. So you don't need to panic with the basketball. Harding Academy will kind of have to overplay man-to-man. Then you only want to use them when they overplay, try to go back door, use that aggressiveness against them. The Jackets have taken about 50 seconds off the clock.
Zane with a runner into the lane. Shot up won't go. Wildcats with the rebound. 2 minutes to play. Coach Cole Gardner takes a seat.
Jackets did a great job tonight on the defensive boards. I can't remember the last time a second shot by Harding Academy.
Hensley to Emberton. Brody scores 2 more, and should put Brody, should end up as the leading scorer, maybe tonight, 61-38.
Yeah, 19 for Brody. That left hand made that play possible. He goes to the right hand. That shot's blocked.
Ferry for 3. That one's good. That'll give him 4 on the night, 61-41. Down the floor, Russ is ahead of the pack. Goes for the dunk, pops out, but Brody Emberton for the rebound. And
quick timeout by Coach Cole Gardner after that missed dunk. Let's see what he wants to talk about here. Maybe they're going to clear the bench, looks like here. The Yellow Jackets with a 20-point lead.
There you go.
Looks like Josh Witt heading in. Louder, Epley. I think that's maybe Biggs and Dodd.
Yeah. Final minute 20. How about this Clinton boys team? This is come away with a victory tonight. That'll be 3 wins in their last 6 games. I mean, they're going to have 6 total wins on the season by the time we get done tonight, and 3 out of the last 6. So I guess if you're going to play well late in the season and give yourself a shot in the arm when you start looking toward postseason play.
Yeah, it'll be the most important, that 5th conference win. Still a chance to move up the ladder before this one's over and get a better spot seeding in that district tournament. You hope you get high enough where you just have to win 1 game to get in the regional. If you finish at the bottom 2 teams, you'd have to win twice. So you want to try to avoid that.
Shot up won't go. Hardin Academy with the rebound.
Josh Witt with a big board.
Epley across midcourt. Dodd with it. Pass back to Louder. He's inside. They'll try to take it away from him. He's going to hang on to it, get the shot up. It won't go, but it's fouled, and to go to the free throw line with 17.8.
Louder to the line, 17-8, as you said. Jackets up by 20. Connor has a pair. Misses the first. With a win tonight, the Jackets, going back to last year, will have beaten Harding Academy 3 straight times. They won that district tournament game at the Academy last year in February, and then are just about to sweep the season series from the Wildcats.
Okay, the final 5 seconds going to wind down. Wildcats will get a final shot. It's up and in, and that'll make the victory margin 61-43, an 18-point lead for the Yellow Jacket senior boys. The teams will line up, shake hands, look to meet at midcourt for a post-game prayer. We'll step away here for a couple of moments. When we return, we'll give you the final numbers, and we'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ.